Hello everyone, welcome to Quick Prints. Hope you all are doing great and learning well with the help of these tutorials. If you have any query, any suggestion, you can simply type into the comment section of a particular video. We'll try to revert it and cover it by video if there is any work queries. So as you can see, there is a screen on my screen. You can see there is a reference image. This is the reference image, this is the artwork, and here is the final result. Most of the time we have seen this problem, like we have artwork but usually we have something different from the color reference. So we are going to use this indigo image as a color reference, this artwork as a original artwork, and this would be the result. So without wasting a time, let's start the video. Artwork from the internet. The link of the artwork is given in the description box. You can download it, and usually we have ready artwork for the digital print, and sometimes we get a random different reference which can't be done. Like now I'm going to do the background of this dark image has to be white, the print color, these beige, gold and green should be indigo. So now firstly we need to separate the background layer so that we can change the color. For that I'm using simple technique, magic wand. Either you can use pen tool, it's up to you. How do you want to do? Pen tool, magic wand, lasso tool, magnetic. It's just a matter of selection, how to get it done. So let's see, I'm taking the selection of 15 tolerance. I'm taking tolerance 15, anti-alias is on, contiguous is on, because I just want to add shift with the selection. So here you can see the selection is going pretty good with a tolerance of 15. Like everything is very fine, as you can see. Let me tell you what would be if the selection would be increase or reduce. So if I keep the selection 25, the pixel go down the outline, and it is affecting the outline. So let's not do this. And what if I have to keep the selection 10? So in 10 you will get this kind of a texture. So let's stick on a 15 tolerance. 15 is good enough. Now you can see the background has been selected. So I'm just pressing shift and selecting all the parts. Just keep checking you don't leave any part, because this is the background which you need to make white. So if you leave anything, we have to come back to the selection and we need to work again. So with the open eyes, let's see the selection parts. Do not leave anything for redo. So see, it's very simple. It's up to you what do you want to use. Usually people feel very comfortable with pen tool, but as personally I am very comfortable with the selection tool, because it's just an understanding of tolerance and anti-alias setting. Once you are comfortable with tolerance anti-alias setting, I don't think most of the time I don't use the pen tool, because my problem of the pen tool has been solved with the selection tool. End of the day, what is the use of pen tool? We have to convert into selection or color fill. If we are okay with the color selection, with the magic wand selections, then it's fine, and it's totally personal choice. It's just a matter of comfortable. Like whenever I'm comfortable with the pen tool, I work on a pen tool. If I'm comfortable with a selection, I'll do the selection. So it's just selection I'm doing. Like 15 tolerance is pretty enough. It's going smoothly everywhere. So all done. Hope, yes, this part is left. Oh, there are slight left parts. Okay, I'm just adding selection with a pressing shift key. Right. So as you can see, we have selected all the gray shades of the background. There's nothing left. If anything is left, so that it's just a matter of time. We can spend time and we can check. So now the selection has been done. So how to do the white? So let's go in a selective color. Take colors neutral. There are so many colors. Like we have done the selection, and it is picking the selection part. If we have the dark values in selection, we can go black. If you have light, we can go white. If you have shades of this kind, we can go there. So now I'm just simply taking neutral because it's a neutral shade. So let's increase the whiteness here. See, this is how it works. Okay, so you can see I must have left this selection, so I'm just doing Ctrl Z undo and reaching on selection, shift adding this selection, right. So now here is the final selection, and now we need to work on a white thing. So most of the people think that we have if we have done the selection, so let's simply fill the white color. So let's try it. See, if we directly filling the white color, you can see the edges. The edges are not not properly shaped, not sharp. They are like very patchy kind of thing. So we can't use this command. So let's skip the idea of the solid black color. Let's come back to the selection part. Delete this layer. And now the technique is which I'm going to use selective color. Here, selective color. Select the neutrals. There are so many shades. We have done the selection. You can see there is a selection mask here. So I'm just using neutrals. Neutral, I'm increasing white in neutrals for the selected part. This was the selected part and I have increased the white, right? So this is the difference in first layer. Hold and click here. Now the selection is again selected. Another layer, neutral, increase the white. So now you can see we have reached on white with the textures. As you can see in an original image there was texture, and if you are doing white we are already getting textures. If you need more white, just do it once again, selection. Now you can change it white because the shades has come white. So now yes, but we need to maintain the texture, right? As you can see there is slightly texture, but we have done the background thing. So let's match with the image reference ones, right? The white has matched, totally matched. The white is matched. Now what we need to do, like control and click here. Now you can see there is an outline also selected, background also selected, total artwork is selected. But now we need to work on a motif shades. We need to convert motif shades into the indigo. For that I'm just inversing the selection. Inverse, right. So now the selection has been inversed. Whatever the color change we will do, it will come in a floral part. So let's see it. Copy, because we have done the work on background. Copy and paste. Here is the floral part, totally cut. Whatever we have done in selection time, it is helping us now. Here is it. So now we need to make these color to blues. So this is a simple technique. What is the opposite of white? It's black. What is the opposite of beige? It's blue, yellow, blue, green, dark blue. So let's try the technique. If I inverse these colors, so let's see what happened. Control I. Fine. So let's open the white background, right? So it's pretty closer to the what we require, but as we can see there is a lack of contrast. So just simple click here, it's selected. Now we need to work on contrast, brighten contrast, use legacy. I'm just adding contrast to the motifs. So as you can see, it's pretty clear, fine, everything is good. So with the contrast layer you can see there is so much improvement has been come. Like it's a totally great work going on. Now we need to match the colors. Selective again, because we have reached up the bluish tone. Now we need to work on a blues, right? Blue, it's going more purple. Yes, let's add more yellow. Yes. So the one thing I'm feeling here, there is a slight shade of purple. So let's cover with the magenta. Let's see. No, it's not working with the magenta shades. Let's try with red. It's not working anymore. Okay. So how it will work? Let's see. Hue saturation. Let's work on the hues of shade. Yeah, it's fine. Now we need to. No, we need to undo this thing. This was fine. Let's work again on a contrast thing, brighten contrast. Right. So guys, as you can see, we have almost reached on the closest level of color matching, and this image is totally reference, as there is a slightly difference of purple tone. So let's see how to balance that. Purple, okay, let's do it on blue. Yes, it's fine. Now you can see that all shades are going towards greenish. We need to balance it on bluer side. Again, control, going, and neutral. Now the point is neutral, because we had to work on a neutral things. Let's reduce the blue, green, give more. Yes, okay, fine. So now the all shades are totally balanced. We just need to give more blue shades into it. For that, I'm just simply selecting it and adding blues, hue saturation and blues, and saturated and dark. Yes. So here is the final result. As you can see, the shades are totally matched, everything is pretty balanced. There was the total, as I can show you before and after with a reference. So yeah, here is it. Let me show you how to, where we started and where we'll end up. This is the history tool. Like, we started from here and we reached up here. There's a lot of work, there are a lot of commands, and we have reached it. Hope guys you all are enjoying the video, you are learning well. If you are liking the video, please hit the like button, keep share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thank you.